right, guys, today I want to show you the Garmin Dashcam Mini 2. I've been in too many close calls recently with bad drivers, and I want to have a way to prove that I am not at fault in the event of an accident. So I bought this to mount in my car to capture any events that could happen. So here's the box. Let's see what's inside. All right, camera's right on top. First thing I noticed is it is much smaller than I was even expecting. They did say that it is about the size of a car key, but it's still small. So one thing to note is that this camera does not come with built-in memory. You must provide your own micro SD memory card that is compatible and plug it in, and your recordings will save continuously to that card, and when the card fills up, the oldest data will be overwritten by the newest data. Now, if you're driving and you see something that you know you want to save, you can press this button and it will automatically save that and protect it so that it won't be overwritten by new data. And then later in the app, or if you pull the memory card out and put it in your computer, you can access that file for sure at a future date. So that's the camera. Let's see what else we got. All right, we got a little card with some additional accessories that are available. Constant power that I don't have. And I've heard that the polarized lens cover is something that I'm definitely going to want, but I did not purchase yet. And you got some manuals. You can read at your own leisure. We've got an extra long power cable. It's a USB, and this end plugs into the camera. And this is just a shorter cable, same variety. And in the bottom of the box, got a cigarette lighter style power adapter with USB, but if you have a newer vehicle, chances are you've already got USB ports all over the car that you can plug into. And then it comes with a spare ball adapter to mount to the windshield. So that's everything in the box, and I have two. I'm going to do one in the front of the car and one in the rear of the car because you can't be too careful. So I'm going to get these installed and then try them out for a while and include some of my footage and my take on how it works. So here's my camera installed in my Jeep. I mounted it right below the rear view mirror. It's temporarily wired in to my console. I haven't taken the time to run the wire up through the ceiling with the longer cable that's provided. Now, don't do what I did and mount it behind your rear view mirror without testing to make sure you can position it correctly. If I attach it to this mount that I put in first, the only footage I can get is of the sky, which is obviously not what I want. There's the front camera. Here's my rear camera mounted on the back window. I ran the wire up into the trim around the back lift gate, and it's plugged into the rear power outlet. All right, in the Garmin Drive app, if you want to save a video from a recent trip, click on the camera you want. I'm going to use my front camera. Click on videos and photos. It's going to ask you to connect to the camera. Join, so you're creating a Wi-Fi network between the two. Then you go to a video that you would like to export. click on it, you can see I have my rear and I have the front. I can adjust the time so that I can make the video smaller. Click continue. I can put the rear view in a picture-in-picture, so when I export it, I have both cameras. And I'm going to click export. This is going to save it to my camera roll. The alternative to exporting the video in the app while you're in your car is to either plug the camera directly into your computer, or you can pop out the memory cards and plug those into your computer. The downside to that is that the memory card, once inserted into your computer, it's broken up into 1 minute video clips. Whereas when you're exporting from the app, it will join all of them together into one complete video. So now this is the clip that I trimmed down. You can see it's in my camera roll. Okay, now I'm in the house and I would like to access some videos that I saved on my last trip. Now, anything that you manually save while you're driving, either by pressing the button on the camera or by telling the Garmin to save video, those videos will automatically be uploaded to the vault if you're connected to Wi-Fi when you get home. Now, I found that if my car is running and connected to Wi-Fi, it still doesn't upload the videos. It's when the car is turned off but connected to constant power that it uploads saved videos. That's not all footage, it's just saved videos that you manually save yourself. Those are uploaded to your vault and saved in the vault in the cloud for 1 day after they've uploaded. Now, if you pay for a subscription, I don't know how much longer it will save in the vault, but you can increase the duration that the videos are saved. Again, you cannot access remotely the videos of your entire trip unless you tell Garmin to save them. You must export them using your phone while you're in the car connected to the camera, or you can take out the memory card and plug it into your computer. So from the app, I can click on Vault, and this shows the videos that I saved on my last trip. And I'm able to click on one and save it right to my phone. And it's that easy. So I've been using this camera for a little over a month now, and I just want to give feedback on how I feel it performs. In this first video, you will see me driving during daytime hours on a day without rain or snow. On this next clip, again, no rain or snow, but this time it's at night, and you can see how clear you can see the entire road in front of you and make out any type of vehicle that you need to. You can't see license plates as well as I hoped you might be able to, but I think you could make it out enough in the event of an accident. Here's a daytime rainy photo. It was raining pretty decent, but you can't even tell that there's water on the windshield right now. It's still pretty clear, and you would be able to see exactly what would happen in a front-end collision. Right, in this clip, I'm driving on the highway. It is very snowy out. You can't really see the snow, but the roads are covered, and it's still great visibility. You can still make out everything that's happening. I'm really impressed with how it works in the nighttime and in the daytime, any weather conditions. So I'm very happy with this camera. My favorite features are how small it is compared to the competition. It doesn't have a screen, but it stays right out of the way, out of your line of sight. It doesn't take up your windshield, and it's just unnoticeable, but it still works just as well as any of the bigger units. The image is very clear, and I like how wide the image is. I can see everything that's in front of my vehicle. I like that I can voice activate the saving of a video, the saving of a picture. I can turn on and off audio recording just by saying, okay, Garmin. I don't need to press the button. I can do exactly what I need and keep my hands on the steering wheel. I'm happy that it is Wi-Fi connected, so when I get home and I turn off my car, it automatically connects to the Wi-Fi in my garage and uploads any videos that I saved. I don't need to worry about taking out the memory card and bringing it in and getting out the videos that I want for future use. I like that the vault, the cloud storage that Garmin provides, is available for free. It's only one day, but it's still very convenient that they're not charging you to use it at all. I don't know that I would want another subscription to have to pay for. So to be able to pull into my garage and know that my saved videos are automatically going to be uploaded, and when I get in the house, I can download them and save the videos, that's a very nice feature. As far as the sensors go, I haven't been able to test this, but supposedly, according to the documentation, if there is any sort of event where you're bumped or you bump somebody else, it should automatically trigger a saved video. In addition, if you have the cameras connected to constant power, when you turn the vehicle off, it will go into parking mode and it will continuously record, but it won't save all of the footage. It will just save, I think, about 20 seconds, it said. And if someone bumps your car in the parking lot when you're not there, or hits it with a cart, something like that, or if you're parked on the street, it will automatically save the video before and after that incident occurred. And what I learned, just because I closed my door while the car was parked, it will notify you through your phone that something did happen while you were away. I think that's a cool feature. So you don't even have to go back and look through the video every time just to make sure. It will let you know that it recorded something and something potentially happened. So overall, again, very happy with this camera. I went with a Garmin because I felt like they were a trusted name, and I was just more comfortable going with somebody I had heard of before. So I hope this helped you make a decision. Thanks for watching.